Good morning, friends and fellow Portians. Alright, so we were working away on our, what is this thing? Bridge tower. So we need to get, I believe what do we have, the steel plates? 10 steel plates. Now those should be ready to go, and then we can go hand this thing in. So that's kind of nice. Another thing we need to go and do, we need to go and get some more iron ore today. Is it iron ore? Whatever the ore is that we need for the carbon steel bars. Let's check it out. It is iron ore, yes. We actually ran out of that effectively. So we have enough to go for a little bit here, about another day worth of smelting. But because we know we're going to have another one of these things to do, we want to get as much going as we can. So while we're waiting for that as well, I'm just going to get this thing toasting up a little bit of charcoal. And let's get some more going here, because we need this to make the carbon steel bars. So we'll just keeping up ahead of things. Now, how did we do on this? Ooh, we got a bunch of bronze pipes from all of that recycling. These are growing, looks like. Yeah, okay, that's good. I like it when things aren't done. It's good. Now, 2 minutes. Oh, wow. That was good timing. Alright, and then let's go and check on this. We should have enough now. We should be able to put that down. There we go. Excellent. Alright, so let's take our tower part and go and hand this over to Albert. Find Ginger. Ginger01. Love like a blue moon. I should grab some tea while we're at it too. Some herbs. Because I would like to make some more tea later on. Plant fiber. I read about taming llamas, so I don't know if that's if I get them in the capture crate, if that's what the whole thing is. I'm looking forward to doing that after, whatever that is going to look like. That should be kind of interesting. Hey Kiwa, what's going on here? I could almost jump across if I took a big enough breath. So, now it looks like Albert must still be on his way over. Where is Albert? Oh yeah, he's on his way, I think. Okay, let's get over there. Because I want to hand these things into him. And then we can get our next contract. Oh, there's Mint. I think Gale is onto something. By upgrading Portia's infrastructure, we can really jumpstart the surrounding economies as well. Alright, Mint, I will not disagree with you. That seems totally... that seems probably like it's going to be the thing. Oh, right, Find Ginger. That was Gust's sister. That's right. The Sunday fireside makes me sleepy. Okay, well, that... Alright, there we go. Let's see here. Not too shabby. Good form. This will do. I'll have this installed. Thank you. Alright. So we've got another chunk done there. Now we need to go and get the next one. I wasn't paying attention to how much we made on that. It must have been a few thousand. Okay, so 5 crystal necklaces, 4 water storages, 17 fiber cloth. Okay. Oh, it's 2,600. Okay. I will take that. So, the same thing again. Except this time we're going to go and get some more ore from the mines. So we'll go up to the other one. Now I've got my Fruity Loops with me there. Little extra stamina boost. So that should give us about 40, it's 10% of your stamina, so it should be about 45 stamina per bowl. So we should get about 90 extra stamina out of this. So that's good. It's a nice stonework. That looks pretty. Alright, there we are. I don't think we've paid recently. No, we'll pay the 300. So we must be up about 15,000 goals or something. Let's check. 14,000. Oh, hello. That looks like a good chunk of stuff. You look like some iron ore. All right, and that's that there. Oh, wow, okay, so we had... I don't remember what we'd previously done, but shouldn't be too hard for us to get the iron ore we need. I think the point at which we're at now, in terms of how much, mining we can do in one go, definitely feels like less of a grind than it did before. I think I said that last time. I don't mind doing it as much. The mining is more enjoyable now. Again, I don't know if there's any balance changes. I don't think there was. I think it's just getting, like any game, getting past that early game sometimes is a bit much. I'm intrigued by where the game has gone. I think it's improved a lot. I'm still not a huge fan of the combat. I think I've made that abundantly clear. But I appreciate a lot of the changes they have tried to make. I don't know, the whole, the church and all that stuff. I'm not sure how I feel about all of that, but I like that they've, I think there's enough of the rest of the game going on here. They've put in so much work on so many of the other things that I'm enjoying that. One thought that I had as well was seeing you're seeing more and more developers realizing how large the Chinese market is, and I'm wondering if some of the elements of the game, which do seem kind of like for instance, everybody doing exercise or Tai Chi in the yard, that seems somewhat foreign to a Western player, but that wouldn't seem jarring, I'm sure, to players from other cultures. So, there's like everything, like in a Western game, there's lots of weird stuff that people would just be like, huh? If you're not, from North America, maybe you're like, that's weird. Even if you're from Europe, you might look at some of that stuff. So I'm wondering too if there's some of the marketing of the game is somewhat regionally specific, and so there might be elements of the game, such as maybe even the play off of religion or things like that, that might play differently to a different audience. I don't know, that that's like maybe a big deal in some countries, maybe not even in China, but in like, I don't know, who knows, another art market I totally don't understand. So that's something I also need to be mindful of. I think as gaming has gone so international that you can't assume that games aren't made just for a Western audience. But it's the challenge with games is to create a form that is truly universal and isn't so regionally specific, unless you're trying to make a regionally specific game. But you think back to the classic, you think back to like Tetris, right? Like a game that transcends regional specificity. That's the right word. That said, it's not a narrative-based game, so you have a lot more challenge in front of you. But you look at, a game like you take The Witcher, which is based on a Polish novel and is produced by a Polish crew, and yet they're tapping into something a lot bigger. So there's a difficulty whether or not the game developers are aiming for that broad market or not. I don't know. Anyway, that's my musings on that. I think I feel bad. I think how I feel like I was overly critical of the game in the early stages. I don't know if that's entirely true, but it's always hard. I try to give them, especially when they're early access, I try not to be too cynical about it. And I also don't know where the game's going. I don't know that the developer knows where the game's going, honestly. It's sometimes in the early access, so you can't be too rough on, I think, developers at that point. But that said, it's I think it's good for us to explore ideas, even if that's what being critical is about. So I just want to make sure I'm framing it right, so it doesn't just sound like I'm being harshly critical. Okay, so we've hit the boundary here. Well, that was a good chunk of ore we found. I didn't realize we were digging that deep that fast. So I think 593. We'll have no problem having found enough ore. So that's good. We'll be smelting for a while, which was the ambition here. Oh, now we've ran out of juice, have we? Okay, well let's... Oh wow, we found some interesting part there. I don't know what that is. See, that's the stuff that is going to intrigue me more, I think, as they progress with the development, is all the little extra story elements that are still building out. And that's the stuff I do look forward to seeing more of. I think it's, some games, I've kind of figured out their direction before they've made it to early access, maybe. I think I was more critical of this one because I felt like it had spent more time, I thought, in development before actually launching proper early access. And I was thinking, well, if that's the case, then, there's some structural issues. But it does seem like they've really taken feedback and everything, and they've tried to work a lot on a lot of the issues. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. I mean, they're looking for a very broad release, so in the long run, I think they're looking at a very broad market if they want to do a Switch release and things like that. Okay, is that it, eh? That is it. Oh, 10 HP. No, I guess that's us for the day. Wow. We hauled through that. So we ended up with 889 iron ore. Yeah, this little area right here was the gem for that. Okay, well, let's go back. Actually, you know what? What I want to do... Where did we even come down here? So we came down... Was it more? I just would... okay, there we are. I'd like to be able to find my way back into this area. Okay, so where is the... Oh, it's right beside the entrance. Well, that's going to be an easy one. Beautiful. Remington. So now we can load everything up. As I've said many times, the one thing that I've forgiven this game so much for, and just kind of kept going with it, despite some of the misgivings I had, is the animation style alone. It's just so good. It's so remarkably good. It's one of those. It's just impossible to be too critical when the game looks this good. Oh wow. Okay, so we've got the charcoal. Okay, so we got a load of charcoal here, and now I think what we'll do, I'll stop the charcoal production there, actually. And we will switch over now to carbon steel bar. I do like that these things are just fueled by wood. I mean, not from an environmental perspective. From the point of view of... oh, that one's out. Oh, crumb. Okay, so we got more charcoal cooking here. Okay, so that one's got 42. This one, it's got 10 more to go anyway. Is it? Oh no, this one's dead. Just plumb out. So we used it we got half our iron ore basically cooking away. That's gonna be 80 some bars. That's not too shabby. Okay, so if we need to build... let's see here. We need to build the bridge tower and the steel beam. So I don't know if we want to do the same thing we did last time where we just build the steel beam first. Let's see here. What do we have? So 10 steel plates or 4 steel frames. Right, so I need 50 carbon steel bars total. What do we have currently? So you have 28. That's not too bad at the moment. Wow. Okay, so I guess we could go with the steel beam and just get that done. Also, I need to get that hardened clay. You know what? That is the best bet. I'm going to need 18 tempering liquids as well. Oh my gosh. I don't think we have 18 of those. No, we have 14. So next time we're going to have to go and get some more of those. Okay. So let's see what we can do here. So we should have the resources to make the steel frame. So we need 4 of those. That's pretty nice to be able to just build those. Zippity zappity. Okay, so we need iron wooden planks. Nice also having those. Okay. Beautiful. And 6 bronze pipe. Now I should even have these on me because, yeah, all of our recycling came handy there. And while I'm at it, I'm going to throw this interesting owl clock piece. See, I don't think I've seen another part of that. So many weird things. So I don't know, again, what the drop rate is on this stuff, but I suppose we'll be able to put these relics back together over time. Be a slow thing, but that's cool. Okay. There we go. Let's get those. Oh wow, so we're all done with that. Beautiful. Okay. That was pretty simple, right? Now the bridge tower. So we need the 8 hardened clay. So we need 10 steel plates and 2 strengthened glass. So, you know, we got 1 steel plate. So let's see what we can do. I think I've used most of our bars, right? 9. So might be able to do, I don't know. Let's take a look. We'll see what we can do here. Man. So, we're like too short. That's not too shabby though. That's going to be relatively easy for us to go and get. That's not even going to, since we finished that zone, that's not going to require like a hard grind through any of those places. That's what I like about that. This is going to be pretty easy. We're going to be able to just kind of waltz in, get what we need, and waltz back out. Alright. And then, I guess we can get what we already have going into steel plates. That's 3. That's, you know, it is what it is. That's fine. Do we have any power crystals? How are we doing on those? No, I'm wondering, were those taking the power crystals from my chest when I load them up? I'm guessing they must be. Crystal. Yeah, they must be. Because I don't recall where I would have put them otherwise. Okay, is that another bar we can get going? I'm not even sure how many I have on hand, but let's see. Okay, no, I need 3 more. Alright. Alright, cool. So let's, we got a little bit of time. It's 1 in the morning. We're not going to make it. Alright. I thought maybe I'd throw some more in just so we'd be able to do that, but no, not quite. I didn't even get my wood today, but I think that's okay. Watch us run out of wood. Oh, I'm floating today. All right. We will see you all next time. Till then, bye-bye.